Hello everyone. I'm making an 8-pocket fold this time for our challenge for the masculine junk journal. My husband was in the military for 21 years, so I'm going to make his for the military. And I ordered some paper, some scrapbooking paper, but military army one, and it hasn't arrived yet. So we're just going to make do with what we've got, but I'm just going to show you how these 8-pocket folders would look like, okay? Here's one that it's got a little pocket on the outside. You open it up, there's a pocket, there's a pocket, here's a pocket, there's a pocket there, and there, and then here on the outside. You can't tell so much on this because of the paper. Now this one, there you go, this. Dan made this one, and he wanted to put a label here, so he made that a label instead of a pocket. So he got this, and he likes to go rogue with the pocket things, so this is his creation, okay? Here is mine. That's a more floral one, a little more traditional junk journaling. Okay, a little bit of pocket here, 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 and there. This one's a sewing one. See the pocket here, there, 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 and there. And of course you have these. These, we took 2 sheets. Now all of these are made out of 1 sheet of 8x12 paper, okay? 12 by 12, thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
12 by 12, yes, 1 sheet, okay? So we cut up 2 sheets and used the things on each other's, okay? Here, pockets again. This is just a little one. They're kind of tight right now because it's all new. So here we have that, and this is just the opposite of it, okay? Now none of these is really decorated because that's up to however you want to. This one here, I measured incorrectly, but still we're able to make the pockets out of it, okay? So we're gonna lay these aside, and I wanna give credit where credit is due first. Through Gail Agostinelli, I was introduced to Carrie Griffiths, Carrie the Crafter, and you spell it C-E-R-I, okay? And his video is called How to Make an 8-Pocket Fold. Here it says 12 by 12 paper. You can either use one or double-sided, okay? Several of the ones you've seen were double-sided, some of them weren't. These lines here are the score lines. The pink ones are the cutting lines. Now it looks really complicated right now. And let me see if I can hold it like this. And here I made a mistake. This is green and that's pink. So here all the pink ones are the cutting sizes, okay? The whole thing here is your 12 by 12 paper. And no, it's not to scale, but the measurements are correct. So if you have any questions, you just let me know. So now we're gonna get started on the cutting of the first side, okay? I'm going to cut this part here first. Let's get our cutter up. Oops, upside down. Yeah, with the, when everybody else chose the office theme, but we decided to go with the military, which is, could be masculine or feminine. It could be something for you. It could be something for a loved one. And of course it could be made for a lady. We do have a lot of lady soldiers. So first you want to take off this band here. If not all sheets have it, but you want to get rid of that. That leaves you now with a 12 by 12 inch paper. So you could decide here, the reason I picked the military one is because Dan was in the Army band. So we're going to incorporate some of that in lieu of having the paper that, the military paper that I needed. We have a few other military things that he's copied that we're going to use. And when it's all done, we will do a, what is it called, flip through, okay? So since it's sort of directional, and I don't read music, so Dan, is this right side up or upside down? Or does it matter?
That's right side up.
Okay, oh yeah, conspirito. So there, all right. So we're going to make our first cut. We need to cut 2 inches, 2 inches off of here, okay? So we're coming down to the 10. Put it down, cut off the 2 inches. And lay this aside from now. Here, everything is 3 inches, 3, 3, 3. So we're going to take it and come down here to the 9. And we'll cut 3 inches off. Now this piece of paper here, you just lay it aside for a little bit. That's our main folder, all right? So now we have the 2, and again, I'm trying to see if it's right side up or upside down. I can't tell.
That's right side up.
That's right side up? Okay. I'm not a music person, as you probably know. So this is the 2 inch strip that we cut off the bottom. So now we need to cut, it says 3 by 2. We need to cut that off. So we'll cut off the 2 inches first, which leaves us with at the 10 inch mark, okay? Okay, I cut that wrong. Please be 2 by 3, not 3 by 2.
I'll cut that out.
Okay. Okay, you go up to where I had the 2 inch, okay? I didn't want you to have to edit it, but this is the only part that will, okay? All right, now here I'm going to explain. I just made a mistake. I cut this off at 2 inches, which should have been 3 inches. All I have now is a 2 by 2 square. I'm going to make this work and now cut this one by 4.5 and 4.5. So I will show you as I go along what I did wrong. So now I need to cut off 1 more inch. And this was supposed to have been on here. So I'm going to lay this aside. So now we're going to do 4.5. This is 4.5, so I'll bring it down because that's exactly half now of the remaining 9 inches. Okay, 4.5. Lay these aside. Now this is the 3 inch strip from this side, okay? So let's see if I can do that right this time. Now I need a 1.5 by 3 inch. And this one you will have to cut this way because you can't. 1.5 brings us from 10 to 8.5. And then the other two are 4.25 and 4.25. come down to 4 1/4. Now we have two that match here. So this is it for the cutting with this, but we need to score. And this is where I messed up with my very first one. Make sure the 10-inch line is along the top, okay? 10-inch, not the 9-inch, the 10-inch. And you will score the 10-inch line at 2 1/2 and 2 3/4. So we will do 2 1/2 right here. Oops, it's shifting a little bit. Two and a half. And 2 3/4. And then we will flip it, and we will do it here at the 4 1/2. Okay, because this is now 9 inches here. You've cut this off and that off, so this is 9 inches, and you want to score this down the middle. Okay, let's see. Double check twice. 4 1/2 is right here. So we have got this. I'm going to hand this to you. Thank you. Okay, now you look at it this way, and I don't know if you can see can you see the score lines? Pretty well now, right? Okay, you want to fold this like that, and this like that. And yes, sometimes the paper will crack a little bit. If you can see, you can barely see it. Okay, and then we fold it lengthwise. And there's a little mess up, but that's okay, because we cut that off. Don't worry about that. Okay, now we will cut the score line here and the score line there. And the way Carrie explained it, he just cuts it straight to this. And then just cuts it off. We will do the same thing on the other side. This will reduce some of the bulk, as you will see. Okay, so we've got this. Throw. Well, if I can. Okay. So now we fold this in half. And because this is a little off here, we need to cut that. So I'm going to fold this back. Could I have one of the big rulers, Dan?
Yeah.
The middle one. Okay. And like I said, don't worry, this is not any major issue here. Just sometimes happens. There we go. So these will be your big pockets. I am terrible at this, but I'm going to try and do this. We want to do a little thumb punch right in the middle. Okay, we've got this. Now this paper is a lot thinner than some of the other papers were, but that's okay too. So at this point, if you want to do any edging, smudging, this is the point when you should do it, okay? But you don't have to, and on this paper it doesn't show so well. I have the silicone pad here, and it's a little hard to get stuff off of. So you want to, and do the other side. Okay. Now, wherever your pockets are going to go, this is the top. You want these to come down, because when you stick something in these after we put the other pockets on, you do not want them to get stuck on here. So we're going to just glue this down, and I'm using this new glue. It's called Barely Art. I've heard it's supposed to be very, very good, just like Art Glitter Glue. I use both. I just thought I'd try this out. So now you fold it in to here. You take it like this, and you go on top of here. Here and there. So this is the bottom here, so this will fold over it. All right, glue that down. Once you've glued it down, you want to check to make sure the pockets open properly. Now, whoops, bubbles. Do a line here. There. And there. So look at that. You've already made 2 pockets. Now again, remember the flap that comes down is your top. So, and look at it. If anything is a little bit off, you just give it a little haircut and be fine. Now, the 2 bigger pockets here, they go on the inside right there. Now here again, you want to get rid of some of the white. Just, you could use a brush for this, or that. Go. Now, again, just do a little thing here, and hopefully I'll get it in the middle. Let's see, there we go. Now we have these 2. Again, if you want to do anything here, it's just on the brown paper. It's almost negligible to what you would see. But it does show up. What I'm using here is the Vintage Photo. There you go, you can see it somewhat. That will go here. And because we've cut these pockets a little bit smaller, as per Carrie's advice, they will not interfere with the center or add bulk to it. Okay, so
Corners.
not on these, not on these, the others. Dan was just telling me about using the corner punch, but these do not have it. Of course, you could if you wanted to. And there we go. Now, you don't want to get it all the way to the edge. You kind of center it here. it in. And there you go. You've got your first pocket here. I hope you can see all I'm doing is putting a fine line along here. Don't you love these fine tips? They're just awesome. Okay. There we go. It's coming together. Now, I have these others here. These are the ones that go on the outside. Now you can put them here, you can put them there, whichever way you'd like. So we're just going to do, well, that one isn't quite as good as that one, so we'll have to adjust a little bit. Okay. Mark the center again. Take your, oh, better do it upside down. So there's the center. There we go. So. The other papers should be here sometime this week. And I can't wait to get started on them because we had looked at Michael's Hobby Lobby for different papers that would have anything to do with the military, but couldn't find anything. And it'll be a large scrapbook, junk journal, or treasure books as another lady calls it. So, which one is upside down? Oh, it doesn't matter because we're putting it on the side. And I think it's fun to call them treasure books just because I think a lot of us do put our treasures and our works and found treasures in them. There we go. Put this one on this side. Okay, and like I said, Carrie had put both of them like this, all right? And we're going to do it the way he does, but you saw on the other ones that we, like I said, Dan went rogue for a little bit and even put them at an angle. And you know what? It's junk journaling. It's whatever we want, to make a mess with. So, like this. This is there. Okay. Baby wipe. Uh-oh. Got several out at once here. The yellow from the dauber. So, now we've got our pocket here, got here, here, here. And you remember that little piece I cut off too small? Well, we just don't worry about that. It would have been on here for a larger pocket. So you know what? We'll just make a smaller one. Oh, let me get the thing. Oh, that was really tiny, Heidi. Okay, that's better. If anyone is interested, we will try and film the rest of a lot of the projects that we're doing for this book. And I don't think I've seen any military books before. So that's why we decided on this, and also because Dan has a lot of things from his 21 years in the service. And that is, let's see here, oh, see, either I get it way too big or way too small. There we go. I like the way the daubers give it definition to antique the edges. Okay, so we've got this one here. So we're going to put this one maybe a little off center that way. And look at there, in no time, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pocket folio from just one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. And if you hear something growling, that's Dan's stomach. Poor guy. I never feed him.
Best cook in the world.
Yeah, but interferes with crafting. Okay, so we just get this a little bit. So now here we could put, we made copies of Dan's military certificates. We can stick some of those in there. We can put pictures when he was in Vietnam playing with the Army band. You know what, let's get this white going a little bit more here too. And he is still playing with the community band. At least he was pre-COVID. Now we're being a lot more cautious. But we have a great little community band here in Haywood County. As part of that. So now you could put a button on. You could make it as a little folio like this. You could put it in between signatures to have one side come out over here and over there. Now, the other thing I was thinking is that you can make all this a lot larger, however large you would want this piece to be, and have bigger pockets. But I think Carrie's design, I believe it's his, okay, was just perfect. So when I saw him do it, I just thought this is a perfect thing to do. Please look him up, Carrie the Crafter, C-E-R-Y-I, and give him a shout out and tell him we said hello. If you have any questions about this, please let us know. We're going to try and make a snippet roll, which again, I don't have all the military things I need. So it'll be just a basic one that you can add more things to when you want, okay? So thank you, happy crafting, and have a happy day.